And like if you're trying to elevate or whatever you're trying to build or whatever, and a person is like, when it's like, okay, they say this was reciprocity in the communication part, but the communication and the conversation really doesn't
go nowhere.
Yeah, it don't really, excel to you guys bonding. It's like
now
we just talking.
Yeah.
Cause you know what I'm saying? It's not like, hey, I'm sharing this for you to get to know me, and you sharing this for me to get to know you.
Yeah.
But when you sharing, it's just you just speaking about you, but not in concerns to
what you said.
Yeah, it's not like really in response to like a better application in response to revision or any type of, you know what I'm saying, in response to what I got going on. Like you can entertain the conversation, and then we try to build all on that, for the betterment of tomorrow. Say when we come together tomorrow, or we come together to try to execute some shit, establish something,
make a
create something. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, it's good to have an ear for somebody to just hear you talk or vent. You know what I mean? About your perspective on things. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. I can understand that. That's cool. It's good to have associates every now and then when it's time to do that type of. Like when we talk, right? Say we talk, and some of these things I'm speaking about who I am, right? But say this.
I never came out and had the opportunity to come out and say who I am.
Check this out. No, I'm saying. Say I'm just sharing about what I'm sharing about like right now, right? Me just and you giving me your ear. Cool. You see what I'm saying? All right. But say, all right, we're exchanging for you to learn more about me, and I'm to learn more about you, right? Right now, me and you just associates. We just room. We living together. Such. But we actually bonded. You see what I'm saying? There's times when we'll have some things that we'll come and bring minds together to try to create something or to establish something. You see what I'm saying? That's bonding. You follow me? Versus the person basically just in an actual exchange with you just to pass time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call idle talk. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to grow past not just wasting my energy, but just being able to distribute my energy in things that are lucrative for me to move forward in life. You follow me? Versus just running into a cycle. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to run into no cycle on me. It's another cycle. No names, but I'm talking about like, all right, say a person that you would want to build with, but they don't want to build with you. So if you don't care to build with me, what I'm still here for? What I'm wasting my time trying to establish any type of bond or friendship when you don't care to have any of that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm not trying to be a control or anything, but hey, listen, I'm here to become better. Not just you saying you feeling you can give anything that you feel like may be useful for me, cool. And then you just sharing your information, not denying it, but just on the tip like, well, would you better assess who I am as an individual in concerns thereof? You know what I'm saying? I would like to concern myself in a person's life. I wouldn't just want to be a part of somebody's life without any concerns along with it. I would like to concern myself with somebody I feel like I would want to build with, or bond with. You know what I'm saying? We ain't bonding, we're just talking. You kind of get what I'm saying? I can talk about some real shit to you right now, and it go no way for real because it's not really something that you would develop a concern about. You gotta get what I'm saying? Versus you be like, dang, you hear something and you share something, I'll be like, dang, I ain't never looked at it like that, bro. Actually, you just share a new perspective to me. And then I concern myself with it like, dang, you know what I'm saying? That's a good way of seeing things. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate that. When you give me that shit, that you share that information to me, I'm like, that's something I'll be like, dang.
That's just like somebody watching you build a house. And you like, y'all building a house, but meanwhile, you like, I'm building a house for us, but meanwhile, they just like, oh, they watching you build a house.
Exactly. It's a good one metaphor, in a sense. It's like, hey, okay, I come along. I'm like, hey, you a couple? Yeah, I'm a couple. Oh, dang, I didn't know we had that in common. That's tight. You know what I'm saying? We should work together. You see what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you go out to get the building, and home like, dang, that's a nice love. Hey, man, hey, when I'm grouting and laying tile, I do this and I do that. Well, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually like, I thought we was on this project together. I thought this was a project we was doing. That's the only reason why I took the initiative to lay the foundation. You kind of get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
And then now, when it's time to dog on lay tile and stuff like that, you missing in action for real. Because you're really not even concerned about building on nothing that's going on. Just like, dang, okay, you say you're a carpenter, you're a construction worker, we both trying to work things out, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to establish something, I'm trying to grow to become better. That might be some information you know as a contractor or a construction worker that I might need to learn. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't what's going on, man. And I just learned that. And I'm like, man, I ain't got time to be wasting on people who just really just got idle talk going on and only just self-centered and they only care about themselves and what they got going on. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I already laid it down like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is where I'm at in life. This is what I'm concerned about in life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, whenever these are my concerns when I come with an exchange with another human being. All right. Now that I've shared that aspect to you about me, you should have assessed it in the sense of saying, okay, I get it now. These are your intentions. This is who you are and what you about. All right, in this exchange. Well, I'm gonna apply myself in that manner too. Then, you know, that's where participation comes in. At when you concern yourself with that and be like, dang, ain't nothing wrong with applying myself in that measure with you. You know what I'm saying? All right, but then you're like, nah, I really ain't on that. I'm like on this, and this is what I'm on. I'm like, okay, cool, that's what you on. All right, no pressure, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I can't knock that. You know what I'm saying? And I accept that and accept you for who you are and what you do whenever you come in exchange with people. But when I come in exchange with people, these are the type of things that I'm trying to establish. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm not in a place to just be lollygagging for real. You know what I mean? Like, it's good information that we can share with each other with an intention to accelerate or to excel in some degree. You feel me? Yeah, we trying to grow, you know, beyond that and know how to, you know, come into a union with each other to actually be able to procreate. And if we can't do that, and what the hell we doing? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. All right, so it's good to share information. It's good to be an associate. When I need some information, I'll probably pull up on you. What up? Hey, you know somebody that I can blase squaze? You know what I mean? Hey, I think you might know somebody that I might need you for that. Oh yeah, I know somebody over here. I know somebody around the corner that's providing this type of service or whatever. I appreciate that. You just enable. You know what I'm saying? That's just about all that is. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, I would like for it to be more, but you don't care for it to be more. And it's like, it's pretty much a person saying, well, I got to know you this long, but I don't care if you live or die. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't care if you live or die, right? Like, I'm like, damn.
Like we really just have a communication.
Yeah, but that ain't where I'm at with shit at all. And once I've learned that, I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how to distribute my time and energy accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Based off of what you know what I'm saying? Hey, I know I'm just, but I'm throwing something into a dry well.
You done learned the density of communication.
Master builder. Like, I'm the type of person who, that's the only thing that's on my mind right now. Is forming alliances. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time to be wasting my time on anything that doesn't, you know, like, if I'm just into benevolent work and I'm into charity and I'm just on some leisure time and I just want to pass time or whatever, then cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to play with life and my involvement with people. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You are a whole being that God has took his time with creating. You know what I'm saying? Right. And what I got coming along and just having idle talk with the supreme being like that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You're a whole human being. And if I'm gonna sit here and exchange with you, please, it gotta be something that's gonna build us, take us to the next stage. You feel me? Your knowledge and your experience, along with my knowledge and experience, should amplify our union. You see what I'm saying? Our coming together, our connection in any form and fashion. You follow me? That's growth and edification. But if it's not that, and it's just like, okay, we're just here like we're on a podcast or something, and we just actually just communicating and just sharing good topics, you know what I'm saying? And the only benefit that we have is receiving some type of perspective along with each other, but there's no bond or no bonding that's involved in that. Then I'm like, oh, hold up. So you rather me is like, okay, so after I done came along and I done watered your garden for some time,
harvest.
I'm gonna have some type of sentiment about that soil, that lay of land.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just let the storm come and blow all that damn, you know, all my harvest over. You follow me? Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna come along and try to provide some type of shelter or assistance in fortifying that. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna turn that into something that I would love to keep or hold or take. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. That's some soil that I came across. You follow me? What I'm gonna play with that for, or not care if it's there here tomorrow. I mean, if it's there the day of tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at that point now where I'm like, okay, when I come into union with people, you know, I need to assess that about myself. To know, you know, if our intentions, you know, our intentions align. And if they don't coincide, then I don't need to be overly extending myself in an area that doesn't require any more growth outside of me being better than who I am today or tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I would love for I would love to develop a concern within any type of exchange that I have. You follow me? Eat with business. Just, you know, I'm working with you. If we had to work at the same job together, you follow me? And I know you, a person that worked with me in a job, I'm just, okay, just we job associates or whatever. I'm still going to learn how to apply myself, even if we have differences. You might not like me, I might not like how you do things, and you might not like how I do things, but right now we're upholding this type of business or this name and this brand. You follow me? I'm still going to concern myself in how to apply myself in the vicinity of your presence. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to come along whenever I come to work, and we're going to get the job done. You see what I'm saying? And set aside our differences to an extent, to a degree, in order to execute sufficiently. You know what I'm saying? So if I see that, I know you don't like certain things, this, that, and the other, I'm going to stay far clear of that. That's me learning you. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to concern myself in an area. You feel me? In order for me to be able to be more sufficient in life. So I ain't the type of person that just like, I share some shit, you know, I just come along and I see that I come to work and you who you is, I'm who I am, and I still know certain things that I do may rub you wrong with or trigger you. it may cause conflict or distortion in the atmosphere where we working at. And I still be like, I'm still gonna do me, F you. I don't care about what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that type of person. You know, I don't do no trampling like that. I don't do no imposing. I ain't just that type of person who really insensitive like that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, hey, that's all within me weighing and assessing like who's really relevant in your life and who's not. If you really like, if I'm really somebody that's relevant or somebody to you, you're gonna show that in a different degree. You see what I'm saying? It's not something that I'm not gonna operate outside of. I'm not gonna sit here and just be oblivious to and be like, I don't see that you care. But when you deny it, I feel like mentally there's an insecurity there. If you in denial about how your actions speak out of the words, if you can afford to extend yourself to a degree to someone, and then you still have to keep this guard of like, you know, you don't really care if that person is here today or tomorrow, but you truly do care about that person's well-being. You see what I'm saying? But you rather stay alone today and stay in the gray area with somebody that you actually care about. But you rather just keep your guard up, like I don't really want to be played with or have my emotions played with. So I'm just going to express that in an insensitive way that I don't really care in certain areas about whether or not you put in or not. You know what I'm saying? The truth of the matter is you do. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like you should be more transparent about that. But that type of fear right there keeps you from actually living the full life that you wish to actually have with exchange with someone. You see what I'm saying? And when you can't be honest and transparent about certain things like that, that means that there's a trauma that still hadn't been dealt with. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that she needs to heal from, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't not let a person know if I didn't invested this much time in a person that in any type of form of sentiment, but I would not let a person know that they're somebody to me, or I do concern myself with that person's well-being. I do, you know what I'm saying? I do care about that person. You can say that you don't care in certain areas. It's okay whether or not you choose to. Okay, that's understandable. That's some logical shit. That, I mean, you know, if you want to stay on systematically on some in exchange with that and just be logical about things and just be like, okay, technically, if you choose to be like, fuck me today and tomorrow, I can't do nothing but accept that. I respect that. But when you be in denial to be like, hey, you know, but I do actually give a damn about your input. I do care, you know, appreciate you, and when you do respond or you do come into exchange with me or you do share any type of attention to me, I do appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I do value you as a person. I would like to build and get to know you better. You know what I'm saying? I would like to concern myself with more about what you got going on in life. You know what I mean? Shit like that. It's nothing wrong with being transparent about that. And that person, it's up to that person to be like, nah, I choose not to go that far with you or whatever. But I'm like, hey man, I'm here to build friendships and alliances. I don't got the other shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Because if I choose to risk my life with somebody, I would love to know who that person is I'm risking my life for. You know what I'm saying?
At least they core value.
Come on, cuz I wouldn't waste my time playing with nobody. Or playing with myself, I meant to say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on, man. Let's be real with each other. For real. I'd rather do that than live my life as a lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain things I would, like, people fear disclosing about what they fear another person can utilize and take advantage of. And people be in denial, like, you know, about certain things they fear. People are scared to disclose their fears. That's what it is. That's the truth. People do fear that. Disclosing their fears for real. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think that when you actually ultimately step into the realm of absolute love for real, that type of fear diminishes. You don't have that. My nigga, you don't have that. But when you actually, if you don't really love a person for real, man, that right there, like, you're gonna always be binded by fear. You're gonna always be a prisoner of that, and you're gonna always be someone who just actually exploits a relationship for your own personal reasons. You see what I'm saying? And it's just exploitation. You know, that's another form of control that a person would not see the actuality in. You know what I'm saying? The true nature and what's going on. Like, you would say you would want a free spiritual relationship, but all the while you just want what you call it, you just want a journal, a human journal, or not even a journal, something you hold on to, but you just want a free relationship. You want to be accepted, but you want to be able to exchange and share things about yourself in order for you to just have someone to talk to. You know what I'm saying? To actually build with, you know, or just to share the identity of you, some of the most valuable things about yourself and your mentality, your perspective. You don't want to share with a person, and you don't want that person to cherish that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to waste yourself on nobody who really don't have the mental capacity to contain that. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, you only just utilizing the relationship for your own personal reasons. You know what I'm saying? For real. And if it's not nothing to you, then so be it. Cool. But don't waste your time that long and put that much energy in something that is really actually something to you, but you claim to be nothing.
And then you're really leading that person on.
You're not really leading nobody on. I mean, not me, but yes, you'll be leading somebody on.
You'll be leading somebody on.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sensible enough to know the difference, you know what I'm saying? So it really doesn't become a real conflict with me, you know what I mean? I want good for it, you know what I mean? But sometimes you can be so smart and so intelligent, you know what I mean? To where you can be consumed so far within your intellect to where it makes you hard to receive.
Right,
it makes it very, 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 very difficult for you to be a receiver for real in life. And it's like, some of that knowledge can choke you, it can constrict you, man, in your growth. You know what I'm saying? Just the truth. I just, you know, I don't want to be so consumed within my knowledge to where I have a difficulty actually seeing things absolutely or being absolutely transparent. You know what I'm saying? Because so much knowledge can create a fear. You know what I'm saying? That it's hard to really acknowledge. You know what I mean? It's like having surveillance put all around your house, right? So you can see every corner of your house now, right? And now that you can see no matter what direction and angle a person can come, you can see it, right? But now the surveillance to become, well, that type of
dependency,
that type of awareness or sensory creates critical thinking or critical mindedness, to where now it's a line, you depend on it being your line of security. You see what I'm saying? And to the point to where you don't know how safe you done played it within your knowledge. You see what I'm saying? That being so conscious to where you know, it's like now you don't know that you become negative minded or you become very critical minded. So now it's always something behind something why a person is giving this or doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? And you got your guard up in every area. You don't even know when something is actually genuine anymore, because it's hard to see that because of you knowing so much about the logical world. You see what I'm saying? This cardinal world and the way things are set up and designed, there's always some type of trickery going on in some type of form or fashion. You see what I'm saying? There's some type of crafty shit at play. You know what I mean? And from those measures of always having to try to go through those type of security measures, man, leave a person kind of senile. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to relieve yourself of the stress of a lot of things. You know what I mean? Sometimes, man, a person can get so consumed in that, bro, and become, man, don't even know they suffer from PTSD, man. You know what I mean? I'm only expressing that because it take one to know one. You know what I mean? It take one to know one. You know, I had this experience where I got in relationships where, you know, I needed to see and know everything that was going on in a relationship, in a sense. I required it when I shouldn't have required it. I should have just allowed a person to naturally step into their own of wanting to be transparent. But the insecurity of me being inferior in certain areas, I didn't know how to acknowledge what I feared and share that. And then I got to the point to where I became bold to share my fears, and then I let that same person use that against me and exploit that. And that also caused trauma. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't know when to share and when to write, and when to hold that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that comes within just your time of just getting to know somebody and knowing what somebody is truly genuine in your life, to where you can share those type of degrees of aspects about you. You see what I'm saying? And sharing those type of vulnerabilities can be exploited. In this type of world, you know what I'm saying? And a person like, especially a woman like that who's probably in denial of certain traumas, man, will always be in that state of being unbothered, when that being unbothered is another form of a defense. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the truth, bro. You know? I'm gonna leave it at that, man. All I know is, man, I just learned to know the difference in certain things, and I just I do what's necessary, and I distribute my energy accordingly now, you know, and I'm not the type of person to fake shit out. You know, when I realize a person's faking it, I just can't do the fake shit. Because if you can really not care in certain areas where you should care, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to not stop talking to you. I don't want to not, you know what I'm saying, know how you doing.
Yeah, like,
I don't want to not, I ain't gonna, I mean, when I share something with you, yeah, I'm gonna kind of look forward to hearing from you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Shit, tell you somebody, man. Hell yeah, if you don't hit me back, I'm gonna be wondering what's up with you. I'm gonna see what's going on. You all right? Have I rubbed you the wrong way? Have I hurt your feelings? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, bro. I'm gonna be concerned, bro. You follow me? But people fear that. People fear loving. People fear caring about people. You see what I'm saying? People fear being vulnerable. And I learned this shit. And I mean, if a person is that fucking frightened to where they just got to stay, that's a person that's really like somebody who's that, they know how fragile they are, but that's the thing about the facade. Now you live in a lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live like that. And I can't force you to be that out of being frightened in certain areas, but this is the true actuality of certain things, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you're just that unbothered, and it don't really, listen, don't share yourself that much then. Don't waste your energy on something you really ain't gonna give a fuck about. Just be real. You know, not like that. Like, I ain't even gonna be that extensive to share nothing about my personal, nothing about what I got going on, or, you know what I'm saying? Certain things about me, personal me, man, I'm not sharing that shit with just any and everybody. Just about, come on, man. We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We ain't doing that. But, I mean, this is the world we live in, bro. So me learning that, I just got to the point where I got to a maturity where I'm like, all right, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Once I deciphered the difference of certain things, like I said, man, I apply myself accordingly, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just live and let live, bro. And I accept things, and I'm just moving in harmony with things just as that. You know what I mean? I don't require shit. But to a degree, I do when we get to a point. When I get to a point to where I start inviting you, you see what I'm saying, into my personal space. You see what I'm saying? There's requirements, bro. You follow me? Shut up.